Today I'm going to take you on the recently completed, sort of completed BarryJunction trail, which if you go up that hill that you can see on the right hand side, that'll lead you past the cob plant and along Muskegon Lake, and you go all the way to Pere Marquette Park, and then this happens to be Whitehall Road, and I'm just going to turn around and let you see how this goes up here. And I will be stopping from time to time. This is the completed portion of the trail. They completed it from West Giles Road almost to McMillian Road, which is the current set-on point. So we'll head on down that way. This is West Giles Road right here, and the bike path crosses over here and goes up there. Now up ahead is the recently so-called semi-completed section of the BarryJunction Trail, and we'll visit BarryJunction momentarily so that you can see why it's called that, and I can explain about it. So they just laid this out. It's not finalized. As you can see, they got another 1 or 2 layers of blacktop to put on here, but you know, if this blacktop is not going to support the weight of a bicycle, then get another contractor. So we're going to continue back toward McMillian Road. Now this section of the BarryJunction Trail is not the railroad roadbed, and that exists kind of straight head toward the right, and we'll see what that is a little bit later on. So excuse me, the reason why they had this bypass around here is that there were a lot of chemical plants around here. Ott Chemical was one, and there's some things that in the woods there. I'm not saying it's a hazmat thing, but they just don't want people around to these chemical plants. One is Barry Agricultural, and so that's the reason why they built this bypass to go all the way around, where if they would allow us to go straight through on the old right-of-way, it would have been relatively, maybe about 1.5 miles before you end up with BarryJunction. So we're just going to continue. Sorry about that finger there, my hand. So I will continue right on. This is the sighting of Barry Agricultural Products, and it's relatively new rail. And this is siding up here that comes off the main line that comes out of North Yard off of Giddings Street in Muskegon. And we're going to go and visit BarryJunction. Okay, I'm going to give you a tour of BarryJunction as much as I can. We're looking toward Muskegon, in North Muskegon there. And this over here is BarryJunction. And this up in the front, it's too bad this phone doesn't have zoom, but you'll notice something up ahead. That is the North Muskegon sand mine of Nugent Sand. They closed down the Norton Shores of Roosevelt Park sand mine, which has been in existence for years. And so this little sighting they got here to as a runaround track. Excuse me for my stumbling there. Now the track that goes off to the right, that goes to Fremont, and this bike path kind of curves all around through the woods, and you'll see this at the other end. So this is known as a Y. And so what happens is that if some locomotive need to be turned around, they would go off to the right there, and then they'll back up to another track that connects, and then they'll back up again, and then they'll come back this way on this middle track there, and that's called a Y, because that's what it looks like. So we're gonna do some biking along there, and yeah, this has got a lot of no trespassing signs on it, so it's not worth the hassle at my age. Okay, this is the loading dock for the sand mine. They bring it in by truck, and then they transload it over to this facility over here. Here we are looking back toward River Road, where Barry Junction is. This is Barry Junction. This is the other Y I was telling you about. And so these cars came in yesterday, and they're just waiting for Tuesday to show up, and they will, the Mid-Michigan will take them away from here and bring new empty sand hoppers. So be careful how far you go in here, because you never know who's around. So just, use common sense, which I'm trying to have here. So this is Barry Junction. This is the site of another chemical customer on the C&O CSX. This is Hart Chemical, and it's a super fun site. They just dumped a lot of chemicals. They cleaned us all up now, and if you look, I'm going to try not to pan so fast. As you can see right through there, that is a groundwater filtration plant that even though Hart Chemical has been out of business and dismantled for well over 10 years, still the effects of stupidity are going to be there into the future. But this was responsible when it was in operation for some tank car loads that came out of here. So that's all that there is over here. This is the railroad track roadbed, and it's going to be this way all the way up to Martin. There's a couple of detours that you'll go through on that trail, and it goes around. It used to be Kurzel Iron in Rothbury. And so I'm just going to turn around and show you over here. And you can see on a 2-track where the original main line went. So this is the Barry Junction connector, which goes to the Montague Hart Trail. And I imagine probably in a couple of months you'll have this all ready to go. The staging area, you can see my van up there on the right. That still may be a staging area, but there'll be other places that you could get on this trail. So I hope this was informative to you. I am not the best announcer when it comes to a mic, but I do the best that I can on here, and thank you. Oops.